What's up, chaos holes? How you doing? I can never tell if this is crooked. It always feels fucked up. This part of my wall needs something, I've realized. Sitting here, I can't sit any further this way because there's a table. So, gonna have to work on that. Anyways, hi. Hey. Sup? Hey. If you're new, please subscribe. Oh, if you're not new, you're not surprised that I'm being a fucking weirdo already and it's not even 1 minute in, so hello. What's new? Thank you for asking. I'll tell you. Everything. I have the will to live, so that is good. But I went to a concert this past weekend. It was fucking awesome. I went and saw Pretty Lights. Cue in some Pretty Lights. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool. It was pretty rad. Got to see my boy Derek Vincent Smith, aka Mr. Lights. This man, first of all, Derek Vincent Smith, aka Pretty Lights. He just recently took a 5-year hiatus. He's back, baby, and he's better than ever. He's played 6 shows, all 6 in Colorado. He's rocking out, fucking busting down on tour. He's going somewhere. Philly? Something? I don't know. I don't really care because I only got to go to the show I went to this past weekend. Yeah. Some people are going to all of them. Some people are dedicated. Believe me, I have dedication to the musical arts. But like, I'm not following you around every concert just to get high as balls. I don't have time for that. I am an entrepreneur. I've got goals. And he is inspiring. He's so inspiring. He took a hiatus and like came back full force, better than ever, like refreshed, renewed, connected, clean mind. Like you can just see like the refreshed and renewed energy within him, and it reflects into everything that he's doing up on stage with his buddies, and like everything's just so you know, good for him. But I have goals the whole time. Not the whole time. The whole concert. Not the whole concert. I had a moment at the concert. Let's just retrace the steps. Let me just rewind. I had a good time. My friend Aurora and I went up to Denver to meet her, and then we went up to Breckenridge where the concert was being held in Dillon, which is just a neighboring mountain town. They're basically connected and separated by a lake, whatever. We go up to Breckenridge, we stay at one of her friends' houses, and the first day we get there, it was the evening, so we just kind of went to like a arcade and chilled out and just had some food, and then the next day we got to go on a boat. And boat day is the same day as show day. And I have some clips of me on the boat. I don't know if we want to insert some of those or not, because I didn't really do enough to like consider a vlog, because I ended up getting high at the show, and I don't do that kind of shit at concerts like that. Like nobody wants to be like vlogged when they're high on mushies. Me nor neighboring people, right? Anyways, we go on a boat, we hang out with people that are a part of the Pretty Lights family. Like that's what they call themselves as a collective, like all of the fans and stuff. And there's groups on Facebook and the internet and stuff where they're basically just like nerding out about Pretty Lights. Shows, concerts, they're meeting up to do stuff together. It's just like you immediately have something in common. You immediately have friends. There's friends. You have friends. Aww. My friend had reached out to somebody who had put out feelers on the internet about renting a boat on Lake Dillon. She said, fuck yeah, I got me and my homegirl, we're down to come. Originally, it was supposed to be $35 a person for the boat. And when we got on the boat, he was like, just give me 20 each. And we were like, okay, bet. Like, $20 to hang out for like 3.5 hours on the boat. We were just cruising around. You can't do water sports or swim in this lake because it's Denver's water source, and that was like a fun little fact. People do. We cruised around on like a pontoon boat, and like it had the perfect amount of people. There was the driver man, his girlfriend, another couple, some guy named Dylan who was feeling the sass. He had a mullet though. He had an interesting vibe, but he was coming to learn about the sass. And then my friend Aurora and I. So there were 7 of us. My friend Aurora and I, we got on the boat last, and we ended up getting like the front, like the captain's pit, like basically up in the front, where we were just like, living our best life, taking videos and pictures and whatever. It was good times. I had a great time. It was fun, you know. I'm not worried about any of my future comings of the week. We get to the Pretty Lights show. We get in line. We're getting in line because we spent all this time getting dressed up and looking cute for our boy. I was gonna wear these like longer, tighter, higher heel boots. Glad I didn't, because I'll tell you. We get into the show. Well, first of all, we're hanging out in line. We're at the back of the line because we just got in the line. And we see our friend, Dylan, the guy from the boat. He's wandering to his car. Right? He's wandering to his car. And we're like, hey! And he's like, hey, when I come back, you guys can come get in line with us. We're like up on the corner. We're like, yes, being pretty, baby. We get to skip the line. Hey, hey, hey. I got a cooch, my gooch. It gets me going. Scooching on the line. Anyways, we're trying to take some outfit pics. I got my friend some dope ass pics. I'm getting down the angles, you know, the Instagram worthy pics. I take some pics of her. It becomes my turn to take the pictures. I look up, our friend is wandering into oblivion up towards the front of the line. I'm like, wait! And he's like, no! Oh, fine. So we basically drop what we're doing and wander up to catch up with him so we can get in line with him, right? So we get in line with him and our other buddies from the boat. They're like at the front of the line. It was awesome. My friend Aurora that we went with, she had some other show friends that had gotten VIP tickets, and they got to go in like 20 minutes earlier than the general admission. So they were holding down a spot for us. And let me tell you, the spot they held down was iconic, a great spot. We get to the spot. My friend and I, we run to the bathroom. Actually, I first ran and got merch. I was trying to get a hoodie. I had to settle for a crew neck, and it wasn't the size that I wanted, but whatever. I wanted merch. I went to the merch line, got the merch, went and found the peeps up in the spot. We go to the bathroom really quick, and when we come back, she's ready. We're ready. We're gonna eat a couple squares of this magic mushroom chocolate. And this isn't the mushroom chocolate from the Mushroom Man that we've spoken about previous. This is not his chocolate. So eat some of this mushroom chocolate. It's Reese's flavored. Delicious. I know that I haven't done psychedelics in a long time, so I don't want to eat too much and be too high, because the last time I ate mushrooms, I was high as a kite. I've never been so psychedelically high before than I have on fucking tiny little mushroom chocolate. I swear to God. So I eat these mushrooms. I look at my friend at one point, maybe 20, 30 minutes in. We didn't have much to eat, and I had been drinking all day on the boat. And so I felt fine. I wasn't going to puke or anything. I wasn't going to get sick. I just I knew it was going to come onto me quicker, and I was probably going to, need a breath. So I felt a little, I don't know, you feel like this tingly sensation in you. And suddenly I could feel you can feel your nervous system change essentially. Because immediately, my whole body got heavy. I need to sit down. So I sit down, and mind you, we're in an amphitheater. There's a step where my friends were holding down a spot. So I'm sitting on the step where our blanket is, holding down all of our shit. And I had to close my eyes, and I grabbed the water really quick and just. So I'm sitting there. I'm taking some deep breaths. I am soaking in these deep breaths, but it feels like I'm breathing in someone's cigarette. Who is sitting right next to me going in my face? That's what it feels like. And I went to the concert with a big fur jacket, a pashmina, and I was wearing a skirt and a tank, a crop top or whatever. And by this time with the deep breaths, I've taken off the jacket, I've taken off the pashmina. The pashmina was there though for me. It was there for me in the beginning when I really needed it. I was hot, I was cold, but I didn't want too much. Eventually, upon these deep breaths, I catch a wave of fresh air. There's a breath. There's cool air against my skin. Mind you, it's 40s, 50s outside. It's 50s. It was pretty nice out. nice enough to be in a crowd of people wearing a skirt and not feel too cold. And then I felt great. As soon as the wave kind of passed, I got a breath of fresh air. I was able to like stand up and like move and groove with my friends again. And what was really awesome is being around the people that have good intentions. Like my one friend, she had noticed that I sat down. I told her I needed to sit down and like just take a deep breath. And she's like, "You're good." She's like, "You're fine." She gave me a smile and she like patted me and I was like, "Yes, I am fine. Everything's fine." So we jammed, we had a good time. After that, the lights were cool, the vibes were right, got that little body high, a little bit of the eyes, the lights are cool. About halfway through the concert, I had this like moment of like, I shouldn't be here, and then I'm having like these thoughts of like, this is gonna be the last show I see him being like a baller on a budget, like just bare minimum Betty, I'm just seeing him up there being able to regroup and like come back better than ever is inspiring. It makes you want to like keep pushing towards those goals that you're working on in your life, So I feel like I was just like struggling a little through the show to like just enjoy myself and not feel like guilty for doing something fun for once. Like you don't have to be where you want to be in order to enjoy life a little bit. Like we're not getting any younger. So regardless of how I feel about my journey in my entrepreneurship and where I'm at, my goals and certain things, it doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to go and just fuck off for a couple of days. Because come Sunday, I got my happy ass up, packed up and on my way home because I have to reset. I got to get ready for this weekend. It's just being up in the spot and enjoying music with people that all love this same artist and are inspired by him, and it's really wonderful and magical. And granted, a lot of the people that are there go to just get fucked up and they could give a shit. Basically what I'm trying to say is don't let your entrepreneurship and your journey through entrepreneurship like boggle down the enjoyment of life. I want to be like enjoy life big, better than ever. I want to be able to rent giant Airbnbs and blow it out for my PLF fam, invite them all up in the spot. We got this dope crib and I can hire somebody to come cook us a fat ass breakfast the day after the show. Like shit like that. Like I want to create and provide something like an experience to never forget. Don't get me wrong, me and my fucking friend, great fucking time. We went and saw the show. After the show, we wandered around with her high friends that had no idea where they were going for a second. They like were trying to walk to their hotel and then they're about to take us onto the highway that had no sidewalk and we're like, no, we're just gonna go back to the car. I think we're good. We went to this like lookout point in Dillon to go and just enjoy the stars. There was a meteor shower this past weekend and it was supposed to peak on Saturday, but we went and stargazed on Friday and we were still able to see a lot of really good shooting stars. It was quite a wonderful way to end the evening, if you ask me. So go do something fun. You're an entrepreneur, you haven't done something fun in fucking, what has it been, since April? You should go. Do it. Do the thing. Be the spontaneous person. Do something fun. You deserve it, babes. We're gonna be old someday, and you don't want to look back and be like, wow, I missed that show because I had a show later that week. I can do all the things. I can do all of it. I can be flexible. I can be, and so can you. So go do the thing that you've been wanting to do, that you've been putting off because you think that you're not good enough or that you're not where you want to be or wherever. Just go fucking do it. It might make you feel better. It might make you feel more renewed. It might bring you a new sense of inspiration, motivation, and discipline to conquer whatever that you are trying to do. So have a good day, and thanks for being here and listening to my times at Ridgemont High. And with that, see ya!